Good morning, friends. It's a bins day, and this is the best kind of bins day because it is spontaneous. I had a client booked this morning. They moved to late this afternoon, so I am coming to the bins just for a few hours. It's not going to be one of my epic all day long, but I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to take you into the bins with me. We're going to buy the best brands and styles that sell well on eBay and Poshmark. We'll go home and do a haul in my living room. I already stopped for my matcha because I don't have Joni with me to go on a matcha break. Thank you to anyone who has used my Buy Me a Coffee. They don't have the option of buying me a matcha, but I do appreciate your support. So let's go thrifting. Good morning. Welcome to the Goodwill Outlet bins, here where I live in Northern California. I'm going to keep it real with you, as I always try and do. Be honest, keep it real. The bins is not magic every time. I always show you guys these amazing hauls. But today's going to be work because the morning didn't start out really strong. So let's do our outfit of the day. I've got my light wash distressed bell-bottom jeans on. This is a braided belt from Theory. Had it for a while. And of course, Quenby Classic. An embroidered t-shirt. It's like my uniform for the bins, like an embroidered t-shirt and jeans. This is from the brand Kate, C-A-I-T-E, that's sometimes carried at Anthro. I just like this one because it has like a distressed, almost like vintage look to the colors and embroidery. So let's dump this off at my cart. Since I'm not staying all day, I do want to make sure I'm on top of my cart because it's very easy to get stuck at the bins forever because my cart's not sorted and I'm not ready to leave. And then they bring out another rotation and it's like, oh my God, I'm not on it. I look over here for handbags, but I've got to do better with the handbags, you guys. Like, I don't want to be washing them. They have to be like ready to go if I'm going to deal with it. All right, as I said, we were heading to my cart, but as usual, very common. Oh, everyone's lined up for the first rotation already, so I better ditch this stuff. Okay, look how quiet it is. Listen, there's like nobody here. I think it wasn't a good morning, so a lot of people left. They're like, I'm out. All right, friends, now we have to get to work because the morning was not amazing. Like, usually I find my best stuff in the morning and then I just add to it throughout the day. But the morning has not been spectacular, so I'm going to have to go through these bins with more of a fine-tooth comb to try and find like a few items maybe in here. I did just pick up these, which are always fun. This is the funniest brand. The brand is Tipsy Elves. If you want to be amused, you could just Google it. They make the funniest prints. It's like snow and ski stuff, I believe. And the prints are always funny. Hello friends, and welcome back for another video. I'm so happy that you are here. We're home in my living room. It's a couple days later actually, and I need inventory to list. I need to steam this stuff, photograph it, and get it listed on eBay and Poshmark. So I'm going to film it with you now. It is a beautiful late fall afternoon here where I live in Northern California. The sun is shining. It's just a little bit cool. It's kind of perfect. So let's dive into this haul. I'm going to show you everything that I got and talk to you a lot about why I bought it. So maybe that'll be helpful. This is a very good brand to know. It's a vintage, as far as I know, it's just men's. It's Pringle, made in Scotland. Here's a brand I've shown you a couple times before. This is vintage brand and it's Pringle. It says made in Scotland, so that's the biggest tip. If you see a wool sweater, this is 100% pure wool, and it says made in Scotland or made in Ireland, it's usually worth picking up. This has got some, I don't know if it's staining, but I think it's worth picking up and trying to do a little stain treating on it because it's such a good brand. I haven't seen this before, look. It's got the embroidered Pringle. on the sleeve. It needs everything. It needs a wash, it needs a sweater shave. But these usually sell around $40 or $50. And I just sold a sweater, another wool sweater by them for $50, and it sold within a week. Here's another men's piece. It is Marine Layer. Marine Layer is a good brand. I will cut these little strings off. That drives me crazy. And this is a men's stripy polo shirt, probably like $20 or $25. These are just fun. These are pajama pants with bananas on them. I actually looked up this brand because it's called Mahogany. If you can find the full set, you're obviously going to make the most money, but here's the tag. These are an XL and they're a really cute print, so I figure I'll try and sell just the bottom of those fun pajama jams. This is a kids brand I love to pick up, and this is a very special dress, I think. It's Hannah Anderson, size 8. And this is a red long sleeve dress, and the skirt on it is got embroidered hearts, and it's all like tulle. And look at the bows. Okay, this is so cute. I guess it could be like a Valentine's dress, but I think it could be any kind of special occasion girls party dress. Why not? I love a good comfy sweatshirt. This one is Style & Co. This brand is sold at Macy's. It doesn't even retail that high. What I usually pick up from Style & Co. is the peasant tops. Tops like this that are classic peasant tops, embroidered tops. And they usually sell, depending on the size, between $25 and $30. I haven't experimented too much with picking up dresses. I pass on most of the plain stuff. But since this is a sweatshirt with tie-dye, also like a bohemian, super comfy piece, I thought I'd give that a try. But if you want to be safe, just stick to those peasant tops. This is a Free People bra. It's a 34DD. Intimately Free People. I love selling bras. So isn't this pretty? It's like brown lace. It's got wires, and then the back has like this T-strap. Totally beautiful. Probably 20 bucks. This is a J. Jill and an XL. I love selling J. Jill in large sizes. XL plus size. XL is my best-selling brand. And this is just a nice stripy black and cream with front pocket tops, probably around the $20 mark. This is an interesting brand just to talk about. This is a good brand to be aware of, not necessarily this piece, but the brand is Trip NYC. Trip NYC. They make a lot of like goth punk kind of stuff, and this is just a pair of denim shorts, but they do have these studs, and then they have this is the tee that's on like their pants and stuff for Trip. I'll get these. They'll probably sell for $20 or $25, but some of the pieces can go for $50, $75. If they looked more like oversized with maybe suspenders or something, that gothy look, they would perform much better than these. I'm still gonna grab them. They're just a little pickup, but good brand to know. This is a brand I pick up everything in. It's Ariat. It's a Western brand, A-R-I-A-T. I pick up the men's, the women's. These are kids, like kids Western style, girls size 8, boot cut, cowgirl jeans. I pick it all up. It tends to sell well and pretty fast. Here's a Patagonia shirt. This is a boy's XL size 14. And it's just got a nice graphic, like activewear performance material. I wish Patagonia sold for more. It's so expensive in the stores. Here's another brand that is carried in REI type stores with Patagonia. It's Cool, K-U-H-L. That's their logo. K-U-H-L. This is a size 12 women's hiking, camping shorts. This is a vintage Abercrombie. Now, some of you are going to be like, why the heck would you pick this up? It even has flaws, like really. But I'll tell you why. This Y2K stuff sells so well. All right, let's talk about this vintage Y2K shirt. This was on the bottom of the very picked over bin. I could see why nobody would want this, but these sell for me for $40. See the vintage Abercrombie tag? I put Y2K, Bella Swan, Baby Doll Henley. This is more of a V-neck, but I've sold this top so many times. This one even has flaws, and I don't care. because they sell for $39.99. I know some people price them even higher. I feel bad selling it for 40 bucks because I'm like, what is this? But it's just a very popular Y2K style, so that's actually pretty good. This also looks like a rag and was left there, but it's Free People Movement. I saw this little leafy thing. I think there's a flaw on it too. I'm telling you guys, some of the stuff they put out in this last round was absolute junk, like ripped up white tank top, just like crappy. So I don't know what's up today. We have some linen. Yes, I'm still gonna pick up linen in the fall, in the winter. I wear it all year round here in California. In Florida, they wear it all year round. If I had tons of inventory, like more inventory than I knew what to do with, I would have a bin labeled summer, and I would throw things like these wide leg linen pants in there and maybe just wait. But I tend to not have enough inventory to do that. I list things all year round and it works for me. Maybe they'll sit for a few months, maybe they'll sell now, you just never know. eBay is a worldwide marketplace. This is Sigrid Olsen size medium. I sold a ton of this linen stuff from this brand all summer long. You know, around $20 plus shipping. This is a fun find. Well, this is unexpected. I'm just walking by, kind of moping around, and I saw this tag sticking out. Packed. This is one of my favorite brands. It's all organic, eco-friendly stuff, size small. I don't see a lot of their stuff. 95 organic cotton, 5 elastic. I don't see a lot of their stuff with prints like this. Most of the stuff I found is solid, so I wouldn't have even taken a second look at that. I just saw the tag sticking out as I walked by. I love that. So I like you guys. I try and watch reselling videos to learn new brands, and then I see the tag, and then it's in my mind for moments like that when you just get to see the tag sticking out. All right, everyone's already lined up. 10 minutes till the next one. Then we are OUT, babies. We have other stuff to do today. This is a really, really sad find. This is a Diane von Furstenberg 100% silk dress. Here's the designer label. But this is like beyond repair. There's staining, so maybe you could stain treating, but see all these pulls on the silk? There's nothing really to be done to that. Oh, that's heartbreaking because I love that designer. And that colorful silk piece I think would do good, but not in that condition. This is a very nice J. Crew sweater. Just classic. It's sort of a mustardy yellow. Oh, I cannot wait to steam this baby up. Size large, chunky knit. I think it's 100% cotton. It just feels really good, kind of heavy, nice cotton. And it is 100% cotton. So that's a nice little piece. You're probably going to hear upstairs my son Torvald is gaming with his friends, so if you hear some weird screams, don't think anything is going on over here that shouldn't be. It's just my son gaming with his friends. This is Lauren Ralph Lauren. These are a size 18. I love selling Lauren Ralph Lauren. I love selling all Ralph Lauren. I really do, but this is a pair of white, straight leg, stretchy pants. This I need to do research on. I have not done any research yet, but you guys, I am like a t-shirt bro now. I've talked to you guys about this in the past before, like every bins I've ever been to has a bunch of guys, usually young guys, who are looking for things like vintage t-shirts. I've always called them the t-shirt bros, but I've heard different names from you in the comments of like different things that they're called at your bins. But anyway, they're looking for t-shirts. I found this one. I know the basics. I know that this is a vintage tag. I know that it has single stitch here, so that's older where there's just one line of stitching, not two. And this is a graphic tee that says Neath with Tumbleweed, and there's a cool graphic on the back. And then the front says Herb Ritz Picture. I did look up some of these Not this one that I know of. I did not find this exact one. I have more research to do. But there are t-shirts that have this guy's name on it, Herb Ritz, going for like $200. So what I then do is I sit down, I try and date mine by looking at the tag. I know it's at least probably 90s because of the single stitch, 90s or before. So more research to do. I think it's fun to learn. That could be worth a lot or it could be worth a little. We don't know yet. These are Athleta pants, and they have so many great things going for it. One, they're a 12T. You guys know I like bigger sizes, and I like anything that's tall, long. And these are not leggings. These are like some nylon-y activewear performance pants. Not quite a jogger because they don't have an elastic ankle, but they have a tapered leg, a little slit. You go inside to the Athleta tag, and you can look and find the style name inside and even the year that they were made. The joggers and stuff still sell for me like $30, $40. The leggings, not so much. They have to be a really good pair. Okay, this is just a fun thing to show you guys and talk to you about. Look at these. Okay, would you have picked this up? Okay. To me, this just screams 80s, like for an 80s party or something. I thought it was a dress, but it's actually a jumpsuit. Little red snaps, so vintage. Now it's got flaws, but whatever. And here's the brand, Evelyn Pearson. Now it's such a slow day. I took the time to look it up and these are selling very well, you guys. Like, it says made in the USA, another sign that it's vintage. Could be 90s, but I think it's probably 80s, 90s. Some of these, the sold comps for this brand look like they're between 25 and 100. Some of them are going for like $100, and I found two, this one and another one. And they're both hilarious to me. This one's more faded, the black one, but I don't think that matters. I mean, that is so fun. This is a beautiful silk top by the brand Vince. So it is navy blue. It's not quite color block. It just has accents with like these red accents, 100% silk. This would be a great like business, career, quiet luxury type top. Here's the tag, VINCE period, size 4. It must be cut out at the neckline, but I found it in here, 100% silk. A gorgeous brand that is sold at Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom. It is very expensive. The resale on it, you know, I'd be really happy if I got 30. Just keeping it real with you. These are some Patagonia women's little shorts. I think there's like a little stain on them that I noticed right here, and it looks kind of like an oily stain, so I'll just put the Blue Dawn on it and let it sit for a little bit. These are women's, I can barely read this, size 3. They have the built-in brief. Whenever you buy shorts like that, look at the built-in brief because it's not always clean. So you want to make sure it's not damaged and that it's very clean, that you can take a picture of it for your customer and they're going to know this is a clean piece. Okay, this is a very, very expensive brand that really doesn't look like much. Joa Brown. You know what this reminds me of that I always talk about with you guys? James Purse. James Purse, very similar. Very simple, high quality basics that just look like t-shirts that the material and the quality is just really good on. Let's do our water cooler a little early because I'm so dying to talk to you about this thing that happened to me. Grab your water, your drink, your coffee, your tea, whatever it is you have. Let's scoot away from our cubicle desk, our computer, and go chit-chat in the staff room at work. Gather around the water cooler and get a few minutes of chatting with our colleagues. You guys are my work colleagues. I joke about this all the time, but it's like the water cooler has turned into like, what are the different mistakes Quenby has made this week? I could sit here and tell you all my victories, like things that sold for $100 or, you know, my sales being up, but it's like, come on. It's much more relatable to like talk about the things that were done that were like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. So that's kind of what it's turned into. Not always, but this is a new one for me, okay? I've been selling on eBay 14 years, okay? I get an email from eBay that says, one or more of your listings has been hidden for not following our search
manipulation policy. That sounds bad. I'm like, what the heck is a search manipulation policy? I had to Google it. They go on to say, manipulating search results to gain unfair visibility of a listing is not allowed. Like, I know not to do that. Like, you're not allowed to put this shirt is like some other shirt. And you know what it was for, you guys? It's for a t-shirt that I have on there, an embroidered tee by the brand For Love and Liberty. Who makes For Love and Liberty? Go ahead and Google it. Johnny Was makes For Love and Liberty. Johnny Was has many lines. They have a line called Baya. They have different lines. It's Johnny Was. So I put For Love and Liberty, women's embroidered v-neck blue top, Johnny Was. It is Johnny Was. You can Google it right now. And it says, For Love and Liberty is a collection made by the brand Johnny Was. Johnny Was is a California-based clothing company. But anyway, long story short, eBay thinks that I just put the name Johnny Was in the title in order to get people to look at the item. In this case, I know that I'm correct that For Love and Liberty is Johnny Was. I don't know if somebody reported my listing or if somehow eBay's algorithm has a way to detect that. I don't know. It's kind of a little unsettling. And that all you can do is either end the listing or edit it to take it out. So I edited it. I just took the Johnny Was out. I do agree with that policy because I've been frustrated where I click on a listing and it's a white top with tons of embroidery and I thought it was a Johnny Was. I'm looking, then I get to the picture of the photo of the tag and I'm like, this isn't Johnny Was. This is some completely other random brand that has nothing to do with Johnny Was. That is manipulating, and it can be upsetting because as a buyer, what if you buy that thinking you're buying a Johnny Was and you get it and it's totally not? That could be upsetting. So I agree with the policy. I just don't agree with, in this case, I think I did use it correctly. So there you go. There's that. So there's nothing to really, you know what I do with these sort of things? I think on it and talk about it like I am with you. And then I'm like, okay, moving right along. I cannot get hung up on this. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time. My personal choice is to not try and contact someone on eBay and fight it out. It's like, no, that's not happening. I don't have time for that. I'll edit the listing and move on with my life. These things happen. I think as long as you resolve it, it's not going to ding your account too much or anything, but these things happen all the time. On these platforms, little highs and lows, just, move right along is my advice. Okay, this is a funny brand. You guys know this? Tipsy Elves. And this is like a fleece one piece. This one's not as funny print as some of them, but it's still really cute. Oh, I got this for my little nephew, my baby nephew Miles. Look how cute this Columbia is. It's hooded, but then look, it has almost like a little Aztec fleecy detail. Oh, I think I got these for him too. Yep, just some little soft little sweatpants. Little boys go through pants like crazy, don't they? This is a boho art to wear lagging looky type brand. VIA, VIA, VAI by Polero. That's kind of going to be hard. But it's a classic sort of top we see with the big, pretty like opaly buttons. Just a nice boho art to wear type basic. This is a really good brand. This is Sweaty Betty.
This is a really good brand that I just don't hear people talking about much. It's Sweaty Betty, and it's a brand that does activewear. Someone cut the tag out at the neck of this, but it felt so good, and then I found it down here, Sweaty Betty London.
Alright, we're going to do rotation in row 2.
Alright, I gotta move because they're gonna do another round. They'll take this whole row out. Anyway, Sweaty Betty is carried at Anthropologie because I found 2 pieces now of Sweaty Betty new with tag that had Anthropologie tags. So it sells pretty good for me. This is a cute size large stripy athletic top. So keep your eye out for Sweaty Betty. Alright, so I was going to skip this last round, the 12 o'clock, because I have a lot to do today. I'm feeling a little sluggish. But I'm like, I'll just do the last one, the 12 o'clock. And look, hello. I've been getting like maybe 1 or 2 pieces in each rotation, and then this happens. So now I need to sort through this, and then guess what? There'll be a 12:30 and I could potentially get stuck, or maybe I'll get through it really quick and out the door, because I'm ready to be out the door. So let's go try and quickly sort through this stuff I just got.
This is a J-Gel, very similar to that one I showed you earlier, also an XL, my favorite size to sell. A long sleeve, kind of a textured knit. It's like embroidered. There we go. This is a little flawed item that I think I'm just gonna keep. It's Free People Movement. And it has a little tiny hole in it, but I love like a crop boxy tee like this. It's hard to see, but there's their little Free People Movement logo there. And I'll try it on. If I like it, I'm just gonna keep it. If I don't, I might have to like put, it's like a teeny little hole. I can maybe put 1 stitch in, or we'll see. This is HD in Paris, which is an Anthropologie brand. I think it's like an older brand that they carried, but this is such a nice classic. Women's size 10, crisp poplin, button front, collared, sleeveless top, probably like $20 on that. Most Anthropologie these days is like a $19.99 plus shipping flip. Sometimes I'll even send out offers on that. I've sold more current pieces or more unique pieces or substantial for more, but in general, Anthropologie, Free People, all these things are just like $20 flips unless you find the best pieces. This is Armani Exchange. This is a line of the designer Armani. Armani I have found to be kind of challenging to sell, even though it does retail very high, but these have enough going for them. It says size small, I believe, but these look bigger than that, so we'll see. These are a pair of white linen, wide leg, beachy boho pants with some front pockets, really cute. This is another very expensive brand. I think this piece is particularly good. The brand is Rails. I used to pick up, when I first started reselling, Rails tops all the time, like button-down tops, women's, silk tops. They make really cute prints. They used to sell fantastic, now not so much. But this is a very classic style of jacket. I think of it kind of like a barn jacket. Olive green, a little bit utility, and then it's got this nice lining, like a nice flannel lining on that. So that's a beautiful jacket. I think I paid $5 for that one because it weighed over a pound or 2. These are a super cute pair of Madewell that I think are special enough that they'll do well. Let me just say, I have the best viewers ever. Like, I really appreciate how much grace you guys give me in the comments, and I get so many comments that say something like, you know, your videos cheer me up, or you seem very positive, or I don't know. I just really appreciate that. I love reading these comments. I know I'm quirky and chatty and all sorts of things, so I do appreciate you guys supporting me in my very Quenby self. Okay, these are Madewell size 28, but they're pretty cool. They're a wide leg pant, very wide leg actually. And I would say this is like that railroad stripe, but it seems a thicker stripe. So I will look for the style on these. Maybe I'll find a stock. There's like a hair going across my mouth. This feels amazing, whatever this is. Oh, this is Title IX. I'm really loving selling this brand. A really women-centered, women-empowered, women hiking and rock climbing brand. And this is a sweater. Is it merino wool? Because the quality on it feels amazing. Yeah, it's merino wool. A ribbed crew neck merino wool outdoor hiking women's brand. Now these, ALO has continued to sell pretty well for me. Even the leggings, you guys, it's ALO. I've heard people say aloe. I've heard people say ALO. Whatever, we all know what we're talking about. I was looking for it so I could show you. Anyway, I've sold these leggings. They look really funny and weird to me, but they're called the goddess leggings. And they come in different shades. Sometimes the legging part's blue and this knit is black. I don't know if it's supposed to look like a dancer. Oh, here's the ALO. Is it supposed to look like a dancer with leg warmers on? But they're called the goddess leggings. For the last 10 years I've been selling these, and they still sell around $30, which I think is good for pre-owned leggings. Okay, last couple of items. Oh, there's only one more in here. We are finishing strong with a Chico's linen jacket. This is a Chico's 1. I try and stick to the bigger sizes. A 1 is like a medium 8-10, but this is just such a nice classic beige neutral kind of a peplum linen blazer, so I think that'll still do well. So there we go. I wasn't there that long, so I didn't get as much, and I'm not going to keep you here for over an hour like usual, but I'm really happy to share this haul with you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video, friends. Bye. Okay, hold on. How many chins do you want to display? You're going to display many if you're looking down as a middle-aged woman. One more little, yeah. Say made in Scotland, pure wool. Made in, and this is one of those like tea back. Let me see if I can get it together for you to show it to you. I haven't sold this type of bra in a while, but I'm imagining I'm gonna get like 20 bucks for it. Watch me struggle to do this bra up. Oh, it's got some complicated hook. Oh no. I don't know. Oh boy. I don't know how to do this. It's like some weird hooky thing. Maybe I should just let it go and not struggle so much on camera. Is that it? Oh, I think I might have done it. Okay. And I'm going to say some more words probably. Seriously, I just like open my mouth and the weirdest stuff comes out.